Somewhere in a climate-controlled vault at Yale University, a book sits under lock and key. It has been studied by the world's greatest codebreakers, linguists, and cryptographers for over a century. Not one of them has understood a single word. This is the Voynich Manuscript. 240 pages of dense, flowing text, written in an alphabet no one has ever seen before or since. Illustrated with bizarre botanical drawings, naked figures bathing in green pools, and astronomical diagrams that match no known star chart. It is either the most elaborate hoax in human history, or a window into a vanished world we have completely lost the key to. Carbon dating places the vellum, the animal skin it was written on, somewhere between 1404 and 1438. That makes the physical material over 600 years old. Whatever this book is, whoever made it, they lived through the tail end of the Black Death, through the fall of Constantinople, through the dawn of the Renaissance, and they took their secret with them to the grave. The modern story begins in 1912. A rare book dealer named Wilfrid Voynich was rummaging through a Jesuit college near Rome, the Villa Mondragone, when he stumbled across a chest of old manuscripts. Most were unremarkable, but one stopped him cold. Pages covered in looping, unfamiliar script, illustrations of plants that didn't exist in any botanical catalog. He bought it, brought it to America, and spent the rest of his life trying to decode it. He died without an answer. Before Voynich, the manuscript had already traveled far. Documents suggest it passed through the hands of Holy Roman Emperor Rudolph II in the late 1500s, a man famously obsessed with the occult and the arcane. He allegedly paid the equivalent of thousands of gold ducats for it. Before Rudolph, the trail goes cold. No one knows where it came from. No one knows who wrote it. During the Second World War, the United States brought in some of the most brilliant cryptanalysts alive. Men and women who cracked Nazi Enigma codes, who broke Japanese naval ciphers. They turned their minds to the Voynich Manuscript as an intellectual exercise. They failed. William Friedman, the man many consider the father of modern American cryptology, worked on it for decades. He eventually concluded, tentatively, that it might be written in an artificial constructed language, a kind of proto-Esperanto. But even that theory never led to a single confirmed decoded sentence. The illustrations are their own mystery. The plants drawn inside the manuscript look almost real. You can almost recognize them. A stem here, a root structure there. But something is always slightly wrong. The flowers are impossible. The leaves don't match any species in the natural world. Some researchers believe they are composite plants, deliberately combining features from multiple species to obscure which real plant is meant. Others believe the artist was simply making things up. The astronomical section is equally strange. Circular diagrams appear to show the sun, the moon, and the zodiac, but the constellations are labeled in the unknown script, and the arrangements don't correspond to any known medieval European star chart, Arabic chart, or Asian astronomical tradition. Some researchers have suggested it shows a star map from a different era, when the Earth's axial wobble would have shifted the apparent positions of stars. If true, that would push the knowledge embedded in this book back thousands of years, which only deepens the mystery. Modern computational analysis has revealed something genuinely unsettling. The text of the Voynich Manuscript follows Zipf's law, a statistical pattern found in virtually all human languages. The frequency of words, the way rare words and common words are distributed, the rhythm of the text. It all behaves like a real language. This is almost impossible to fake convincingly without knowledge of modern linguistics. That discovery effectively killed the most dismissive theory, that it's pure gibberish, invented by a clever forger. Something meaningful may be encoded here. We just can't read it. Over the decades, dozens of people have announced that they've cracked it. A professor in 2017 claimed it was an obscure form of medieval Catalan. A researcher in 2019 said it was Proto-Romance language mixed with abbreviations. In 2022, another academic claimed the astronomical section referenced specific ancient Egyptian star mythology. Each time, the academic community examined the claims. Each time, the decipherments fell apart under scrutiny, able to translate a handful of words but never producing coherent, meaningful sentences across the full text. Here is the twist that changes everything. We may be asking the wrong question. For a century, the debate has been, is this a real language or an elaborate fake? But there is a third possibility that has gained serious traction among scholars. The Voynich Manuscript may be a steganographic document, meaning the real information isn't in the script itself, but hidden within the illustrations, the layout, the patterns of which words appear on which pages, alongside which drawings. The text may be a deliberate distraction, a beautiful, maddening, 600-year-old misdirection. If that's true, then every codebreaker who ever attacked this manuscript was looking in exactly the wrong place. The secret may be hiding in plain sight, in the curl of a drawn root, in the number of figures in a bathing pool, in the precise position of a star on a page we have stared at for 100 years, without truly seeing. The Voynich Manuscript endures because it refuses to be defeated by intelligence alone. Every tool we have, computation, linguistics, cryptography, artificial intelligence, has been pointed at it, and every tool has come back empty-handed. It is a document that seems to understand it is being studied, and retreats further inward the harder we look. 600 years ago, someone sat down and created something that would survive every attempt to understand it. Maybe they were a genius. Maybe they were a fraud. Maybe they were recording a truth so dangerous it had to be buried this deeply. We don't know. And that silence, that stubborn, ancient, defiant silence, is perhaps the most